warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is actually a pre-recorded video on our next topic, which is tenses. Alright, we have finished on subject agreement on the live classroom, so I'm going to continue with another topic, which is each few last topic. We focus on tenses. Alright, for this topic, I'm going to discuss about type of tenses. Alright, a little bit of explanation, and then I will focus on present tense for this presentation. All right, and then maybe a bit of exercises. Okay, for your syllabus of IEP, you will focus only of 5 tenses, yeah, which is first simple present tense, and then we will go to present continuous tense, or somebody call it present progressive tense. All right, and then we look at the simple past tense or past simple, and then past continuous tense, or some people say past progressive tense, and last is a future tense, simple future tense. All right. Okay, basically this is actually the timeline that used in English. Okay, we have many tenses. All right, we have past perfect, we have past perfect continuous, we have past simple, past continuous, present perfect continuous, present perfect, and so on. But for these IEP syllabus, we just focus on 5, yeah, past, present, future, and then past progressive and present progressive. Okay, so don't worry, you are not going to confuse a lot for tenses. Okay, I want you to read these sentences below and identify why there are different pattern of verb. Okay, we have actually 5 sentences. All right, first is I read books every day. I read books every day because it is my hobby. Second, I am reading the book, so please do not disturb me. All right, C, I read short stories when I was in the primary school, but now I prefer novels. Okay, D, I was reading comic when my friend came to see me. And F, I will read the textbook tomorrow because I am busy now. If you look, the changes happens in the verb. Okay, you look at first A, read. All right, and for the next sentence it become am reading. Okay, and then for C it become read. Okay, even though it's the same spelling, but the way they pronounce it is different. All right, and then D, I was reading, and then F is will read. Okay, the changes when we talk about tenses happen only in verbs, okay, which is read. Okay, whether they want to change the form of the verb, or maybe you have to add some, for example, you have to add be verb, am, or was, to make sure to show that it is this is actually the certain type of tenses. Okay, maybe this is actually continuous tense, or maybe future tense. Right, so basically when we talk about tenses, you have to change the patterns or the form of the verb. Right, the first one is actually simple present tense. All right, when we talk about simple present tense, it is used with the root verbs, okay, and no changes at all. Okay, you don't need to plus ing, or you don't need to pair with be verb. Okay, for example, is reading, no. All right, for simple present tense, you use root verb, but you need to apply the subject verb agreement that we have learned before this. The rules, yeah, you have 10 rules. When you use this sentence, means if you want to use simple present tense, what you need to take care of is actually you have to think about whether you want to add s or not for the verb. Okay, for example, he eats fried rice. Okay, I eat fried rice. Why? The first sentence we use eats, and for the second sentence we don't use s. All right, because of this is actually we apply, or we use subject verb agreement rule. I guess you still remember what is subject verb agreement rule. Because of he is singular, that's why you kena tambah s for eats. And why I eat? Because I is special, it's very exclusive. Even though it is singular, you don't need to add s for the verb. Okay, that's it for simple present tense when you want to use in sentence. Okay, when simple present must be used. All right, it's actually when you want to show the repeated action or routine. All right, you use simple present tense. For example, my friend often draws nice poster, or he rarely goes to the mosque near his house. All right, I read in the newspaper daily. She always meet his friend at that place. So the words that show it is a repeated action, for example, often, rarely, daily, or maybe always, show this action happen in the routine of your life. Okay, it happen maybe every day. All right, so the signal word is very important. We associate with the repeated action. Okay, maybe you have every day. All right, sometimes never, rarely, sometimes, often, and so on. Okay, just focus on that. When you see these signal words, it shows that you have to use a simple present tense. All right. Sometimes we want to state the thing in general or fact. For example, the sun rises in the east, the sun set in the west. So it's actually fact. All right. So you use a simple present tense. Or Matt read the book that he liked. So it's the fact that Matt liked to read the book. All right. And or Maria moans when she is not satisfied with her boss. All right. So it shows the maybe it's actually the habit of Matt and Maria that they like to first Matt read and Maria like to moan or complain when she's not satisfied with her boss. All right. Third one is when we have a fixed arrangement or scheduled event. For example, we talk about the maybe a flight ticket or a bus ticket. All right. The plane flies to London. So flies actually simple present tense. Not to London every Monday, and then we have a signal word like every. All right, and then Marolina buses only travel on Monday and Friday. All right, it shows it is a scheduled event. All right, yang dah tetap jadual dia. All right, or I go to hospital every month for the treatment. It's actually berkala. You will go to hospital for treatment every month. Okay, so you use go. Go is actually simple present tense. You cannot use say I am going or I go. Sorry, I will go and so on. You use a root verb, and why you don't have s because of I. Okay, I is exclusive. Like I said, you have to use without s for the verb. Okay, apart from that, you have to use a simple present tense with action in the present and one follows after the other. Okay, like this. It's actually show the routine. For example, in one day, what is the first thing that you do, and then what is next? What is next? Okay, first I get up, then I have breakfast. Firstly, I pour a bowl of water. Secondly, I put out all the ingredients and stir them well. Okay, when you want to maybe demonstrate or show to explain something in the process, maybe demonstrate on how to cook something or how to do something. Usually we use a simple present tense, or maybe you want to explain the routine of your life. What is your first thing that you do, and then what is next and what is next. Okay, so you use simple present tense. Okay, apart from that, when you give instruction and exclamation, when you use exclamation mark like this, okay, open your book at page 11, or please shut your mouth. Okay, you have exclamation there, or maybe instruction like a first sentence. You use simple present tense. Okay, like open or shut. Okay, you don't use opening your book, you will say open your book. Okay, or you don't say please shutting up. No, you will say please shut your mouth up. Okay, to indicate the exclamation or maybe instruction when you use tenses. Okay, the second part in tenses is how do you actually form a negative sentence in simple present tense. All right, means the example that I've showed before this is actually the positive sentence. For example, I read the book, or saya membaca buku. How do you say in negative sentence? Mean saya tidak membaca buku in English. All right. So when you use a negative sentence, you can use actually if you want to say no or not. Okay, in English, this is actually the transition from affirmative to negative sentence. For example, I like to hang out with my friend. Okay, it's actually the positive or affirmative sentence. When we turn to negative sentence, it will become I do not like to hang out with my friend, or you can just simply write I don't like. Okay, so you can use the abbreviation here. Okay, sorry, apostrophe, yeah, do not become don't. Or maybe Ali likes to hang out with his friend. Okay, negative sentence, Ali does not like to hang out with his friend, or Ali doesn't like to hang out with friend. Okay, why at first you use do not or don't, and for the second sentence you use does or does not? This is because, okay, does because Ali is singular. All right, Ali is singular. So if you want to use a simple present tense even in negative, you have to add s for the verb, which is does. Okay, do is without s, and does is with s. Okay, that's why it becomes does and then does not. It does not like to hang out with his friend. All right, what about if you want to use be verb? Okay, for example, you say he is playful boy. So he is playful boy is actually you use with adjective. Okay, so he is playful boy is a negative, sorry, is a positive or affirmative sentence. When you want to change to negative, it become he is not. It's very simple. We just add not after the be verb and then complete the rest of the sentence. Or you can say he isn't playful boy. So isn't is actually you can use apostrophe to reflect is not. Okay, isn't is not. Same goes to question. If you want to form the question, basically you can produce it from the negative sentence that you make. Okay, for example, from the word Ali reads the book, and then the negative sentence is Ali does not read the book. All right, so the question you just jumbled up of the sentence. Okay, it will become does Ali or doesn't Ali read the book? So you put the verb in front of the sentence, right, and then followed by subject and the rest of the sentence. Okay, so you just jumbled up. All right, so usually in sentence you must start with the verb, subject, verb, and object. But then when if you want to form question, you will start with a verb, subject, and then object. Okay, same goes to the second question, second sentence. Okay, from the word they read the magazine. Okay, so negative sentence, they do not read the magazine. Right, how do you form it in a sentence in question? Okay, become like this: do or don't they read the book? All right, Alina is beautiful, Alina is not beautiful. So is not Alia, sorry, is not Alina or isn't Alina beautiful? All right, you just jumbled out. Okay, you don't need to change anything. All right, the teams are strong, the teams are not strong. Okay, or aren't the teams strong? Okay, I think it's very simple. The formula is you have to change it to negative and then jumbled up the position of the subject and also the verb. Okay, I think we continue for the next video. I think that's it for today. We have discussed about simple present tense, how to use it, when to use it, and what is actually negative form of simple present tense and the question form for simple present tense. I think that's it for this first video. Thank you so much for your attention. I will continue on the next lesson with the present continuous or present progressive tense. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.